The man suddenly heard his wife calling from upstairs. The next second, his body underwent a horrifying mutation. Out of control, he lunged toward his wife in the bathtub on the second floor. After a blood-curdling scream echoed through the house, his wife's pupils turned green as well. The couple both became terrifying zombies. At the same time, more than half of the town's residents mutated after drinking contaminated water. They ran wildly through the streets, hunting for prey to bite. Even small animals were not spared. Cain, however, had always preferred soda over water, and by sheer luck, that saved him. His baby sister, whose formula was mixed only with bottled water, was spared from infection as well. That was why the siblings were fortunate enough to avoid the zombie virus. When Cain looked out the window and saw neighbors sprinting frantically outside, he was about to ask his mom what was going on. But at that moment, his mother, who had been sitting on the couch, suddenly rose to her feet like something out of a nightmare. Earlier that evening, she had drunk a glass of vegetable juice made with contaminated water. The zombie virus inside her body had already begun to spread. Before Cain could even process what was happening, his mother lunged at him and tried to bite him. Cain stood there, completely stunned by what he was seeing. Realizing his mom wasn't joking around, he had no choice but to throw open the door and run for his life. But at that critical moment, he tripped and fell to the ground. Luckily, a car came speeding down the street, and accidentally ran over his mutated mother's leg, snapping it. The driver jumped out and apologized repeatedly, urging Cain to get back inside and lock the doors. He warned that infected zombies were everywhere in town, and that it was too dangerous to stay outside. With that, he hurriedly drove off. Before Cain could fully recover from the shock, he turned his head and saw, in the distance, a large group of zombies charging straight toward him. Terrified, Cain grabbed his mother by the legs and dragged her back inside. With only a second to spare before the zombies caught up, he managed to pull her into the house, and slammed the door shut. Once back inside, Cain immediately locked all the doors and windows. He then called 911, but the response he received was to stay home and quarantine. Just then, his baby sister's cries came from the living room. His mutated mother was crawling toward the baby. To keep her from hurting his 1-month-old sister, Cain locked his mother in the bathroom. But his sister's cries quickly attracted zombies from miles around. With no other choice, Cain grabbed a pile of stuffed animals and covered the stroller. As his sister's cries gradually faded, the horde outside slowly quieted down as well. Although the immediate danger had passed, Cain now faced a new problem: how to keep himself and his sister alive in the apocalypse. The boy fled desperately with his baby sister in his arms, a pack of zombies chasing close behind. To survive, he ran with her to the entrance of a supermarket. But to Cain's dismay, every door was tightly locked. Just when he thought this was the end for them, a large hand suddenly grabbed him and yanked him inside.